Everybody, welcome to NFTV Extra. If you've just came from the main channel where I've talked about Andy Carroll, Javier Manquillo and all the players that have been released, thank you very much for popping over to the NFTV Extra. This is a little bit of a personality magazine channel where we talk a little bit less serious approach. I'm currently in Chopple Woods, which is looking fantastic today. Loads of squirrels running around. Weather's absolutely beautiful. So I'm currently in the shade at the moment. I think it's 27 degrees, which I know you're going to say in the comments now that where you are it's 32 or 33, wherever you are in the world, right? But it's warm here and we're like that because Thunder Lightning's meant to be coming Friday. Right, the four players which have been released today, which is first, we'll begin with Luke Charmin, 22-year-old lad from Sherburn Village down Durham, and no real surprises here. He was sent out a couple of seasons ago out on loan and didn't really kick it off there, but 10 appearances so far this season, netting 4 goals in the Premier League too, and he's never really hit the heights to break into that first team to try and impress. So unfortunately for Luke, I think he'll probably now make his name further down the leagues, and he's still young, still only 22-year-old, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. The next one is, again, local lad from Stanley, which is Liam Gibson, brother of Lewis, who's currently over at Everton. Liam, I remember being seriously ill, and that was only about 18 months to 2 years ago, where he was really ill, and you thought, football's nothing when someone's seriously ill, but he came over that. He's had quite a few loans, to be fair, the last 2-3 years. Gateshead, Accrington and Grimsby. He was a regular at Grimsby this season. So he's now 23. He's at that age now where he should be, if he's going to stay at Newcastle, he should be in that first team. But I could see him playing league football and being a solid player at left back. And again, with Liam, I wish him all the best in his career. And then the third one I want to talk about is Nathan Harker, goalkeeper who hasn't seen much action this season. I remember seeing Nathan at, what away game was this? Burnley away. I'm sure it was Burnley. Was it Burnley? I'm sure it was Burnley. He was in the away game, but that one doesn't surprise me because he's been allowed to go and speak to other clubs on trial, so that's not a massive surprise for the goalkeeper Nathan Harker. Where will he end up? Not 100% certain, to be honest with you, but wish him the best of luck. Jake Turner is ahead of him at the moment, so if Jake Turner's ahead of you and Dan Langley as well, yeah, he hasn't played any football, so wish Nathan all the best. But the big one, of course, that I would want to talk about is Victor Fernandez. Now, obviously, I've banged on about Victor Fernandez for a good couple of years now, and the Spanish winger, Barcelona lad, came over, and I didn't know much about him, obviously, when we signed him from Coronella, but he literally ripped the league apart in the youth development. He was going past players left, right and centre, and you just look at the lad and think the amount of injuries that he's had. I think if he didn't have all those injuries, I think he would be a squad player at Newcastle right now. But I mean, I've talked to him on Instagram, and he does care. He cares about his performance. He cares, and he gets upset about being injured and stuff like that. But it's a massive shame because I'm a huge fan of Victor Fernandez, man. He's like in the youth leagues, he's like Alan St. Maximin, where he can just go past players so easily. But the amount of troubles that he's had with his legs, it's derailed his career at Newcastle, which is a real shame. And Rafa Benitez likes him. Rafa Benitez really likes him because he played him in the friendlies when he took them over to Spain for a friendly against CSK. Played him in a half an hour, whenever it was, because it was like a 3 half-an-hour game, wasn't it? But it is a massive shame. I'm a big fan of Victor Fernandez. I think he'll probably end up going back over to Spain and having a career there. But that's probably the biggest disappointment and the biggest surprise out of those four. I thought Victor might be given another year, but now he's at that age where he's just recently turned 22. All these lads around the same age, 22, 23. Nathan Harker's 21. So yeah, it's not a massive surprise, but the Victor Fernandez one's a slight surprise for me. But Dan Barlaser, obviously now training with the first team, he hasn't been released, so that I think he will be up possibly for a contract renewal. I'll talk a little bit more about that on the main channel. But there you go. That's the video for NFTV Extra. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.